Click.
All right, and welcome everyone to the final match of this Osu Taiko World Cup. It's going to be Japan versus South Korea, and I'm going to be Ethan, and I'm joined by Beat.
Hello, everybody. How are we all doing? This is going to be an exciting match in this Grand Finals for Taiko World Cup 2022. We have Japan, 8-time defending champions, coming in with the bracket reset advantage against South Korea, who I believe is making their 5th or 6th appearance. It's a high count. Two very common teams that we've seen. Two very big stacked lineups. And we're going to be seeing these two teams clash once more in an absolute exciting matchup.
Yes, I am very excited for this match.
We missed the rolls.
And we did miss the rolls. It looks like Japan is banning No Mod 5.
No, they're banning No Mod 6. They're banning Gimmick.
Oh. Misread the text there.
Yep, that's all good.
Out of the way. Japan has been a little bit shaky on some Gimmick maps throughout this tournament. They still do very well, but that has been one of the maps where they do definitely score a little bit lower than some of their other picks.
I'm not surprised to see Japan banning Gimmick. Why leave yourself open to preparation when you can just chuck that out the pool? Understandable. Now let's see, what will South Korea ban? Ooh, any guesses as to what South Korea may be banning?
Maybe Hidden? It's the only guess I can really go for. Maybe a free mod as well, actually.
I don't know. I have a feeling they're gonna go with Double Time 2.
Oh yeah, Double Time. Wait, I didn't even think about that. ET2, yeah.
It's very hard. It is quite difficult.
Yeah, Japan is also a team that really likes T2s and pools. We've seen them open up with it a lot.
But let's see, they are taking their time. I suspect maybe South Korea was going for a No Mod 6 ban. Maybe.
Yeah, maybe actually they wanted to go for that.
Yeah, that's probably the only possible explanation. I mean, because these teams have played against each other many times. It's not like they don't know each other's,
Oh, I was correct on Hidden. Hidden 1 is going to be South Korea's ban.
I'm surprised. I would say Hidden 2 is more difficult than Hidden 1. But, hey, you know what? South Korea just does not like Hidden 1.
Maybe they're wanting to ban the... Maybe they just wanted to play the Hidden with a bit more preparation.
Oh, man. The terrorist match. Oh, no.
Understandable.
We have lost a brave soul in this pool. Well, that's okay.
Yep, and now we're going to be getting into the first pick from Japan. It looks like they won the roll, looking at how the ban, how the bans went.
All right. Let's see. So, South Korea will be getting the first pick. They can choose any map they like in the pool, and they'll just be alternating picks with Japan until somebody gets to 7 points. Best of 13 will do the trick. South Korea coming in with the bracket reset handicap, so they will have to beat Japan twice. Although Japan has not lost in a very long time, so, if South Korea can do it today, it would be, honestly, it would be record-breaking. So let's see, can South Korea get their first point on the board? They're going to be picking Wacky.
Potentially a wacky pick.
A wacky start to the grand finals match, that's for certain.
Could be, yeah.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah, just had to do that.
Of course.
Required.
It is there for the taking. All right. Oh, is it Wacky or Wacky?
Oh god.
Oh no, I can't read Discord text. Ugh.
It is a little bit hard to read it, unfortunately for us. But yeah. Unfortunately, it is not Wacky, it's Walkie. I guess the map is Walkie.
Well, I mean, yeah, that would be a very, very close representation of the map itself. I mean, you can just hear it in the music.
Song. Yeah, you can just hear it from the song.
Oh my god.
This reminds me, oh my god, there's a song that sounded exactly like this in, semifinals.
You mean Migraine?
Oh yeah, Migraine. This is literally Migraine 2. This is my grade 2. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So here we go. We're getting started with No Mod 5. Players will be playing the song as it is in the No Mod pool. We do have Akumiya and Saren representing Japan. And we have Apples and Olo representing South Korea. Good luck to the players, and may the best team win.
Yep, now we're getting started here with the first map of this grand finals.
It's a quiet start, but it picks up rather quickly.
Yep, Olo's gonna be some of the first few misses.
Oh man, shaking off the nerves as we get started. It's a quick recovery by Olo. Actually keeping up with Saren. Actually overtaking Saren in accuracy in the early stages here.
Staying very competitive.
Yeah, Japan unable to really capitalize on Olo's early miss. Because of it, Saren and Apples are tying the lowest accuracy in the lobby, but it's still 98%. Looks like Apples is getting the upper hand over Saren, and it's allowing South Korea to pull back here. Facing a minor deficit of about 5,000 points. Oh, it's a little bit less than that.
Oh my gosh, this is
separating the two.
Very, very close start here. But yeah, Japan's going to keep that lead off of the miss from Olo a bit earlier. But Olo's accuracy is pretty insane right now. Definitely keeping things very competitive.
Everybody up to the 400 combo, so no combo momentum for anybody for the time being. It is purely an accuracy battle right now, where South Korea aims to dominate Japan on this. But South Korea is going to have plenty of work to do if they're going to succeed. Who can mine Bitcoin the greatest? Right now, that's going to Akumiya as he's sitting at 99.7%.
Well, there was some backdrops there, and it caused South Korea to get the lead for a moment, but it flipped right back over to Japan's side. It is so incredibly close. We're getting close to the end of the map. Nobody's really dropping aside from the outdrop earlier from Japan, which South Korea ended up trading. Oh no, but a combo drop from Olo!
Olo getting a combo break there, making a recovery on the momentum really quickly. And Japan's going to capitalize on that mistake. There's still a few more bursts to go. Japan can give this back as Saren is being a bit inconsistent here. Sitting at about 98%. Keep an eye on his score as we come to the ending here. Got a few more bursts to go. But Japan will barely take it.
Yeah, that is the end of the map, and Japan's going to take the first breakpoint and point of the match. Really unfortunate misses there from Olo, because the accuracy from Olo was phenomenal. Actually having the lowest 100 count in the lobby, just really unfortunate misses.
Oh, wow. Unfortunate for Olo, unable to keep that miscount down. But even then, South Korea looking quite competitive on their first pick. They actually had less 100s than Japan did. Wow.
Wow, yeah, that was a pretty good performance on both teams there. It just came down to combo. Let's see what Japan opened with, though, for their first map. DT1.
Yep. They're going to bring out the double time, I figured.
Ooh. I would expect DT2, but I feel like South Korea are definitely a very capable DT team.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they've certainly been a formidable force in double time throughout most of the tournament, I believe, with the exception of one map or two.
Yeah, both teams are very capable at DT, but I feel like Japan definitely specializes a little bit more.
Yeah. And it's also a bit tricky as well, because when you start getting to the more harder and harder difficulties in the tournament, you know, it is a lot more difficult to determine a player's performance on the day, because the volatility of a person's run starts to become a lot wider. If that makes sense.
Yeah. For sure. And all right, Ruby's starting. It looks like the players are just getting started right away. It looks like we're seeing Peaceful and Nameless joining us for this map.
Yeah, we also have Siron and Apples staying around for this next pick. Although both of them have shifted to the lower lobby, lower half here. But let's see. This song, 262 beats per minute, 3.5 minutes in length, and OD is 6.5 plus.
Currently, South Korea have the ACK advantage. It's only by a few 100s. Let's see if they can keep that.
No, it's not that. They have a... No, it's not. They don't have the accuracy advantage. They have the combo advantage, believe it or not.
Oh, wait, there's a miss.
Nameless miss at the start.
I did not catch that.
Yeah.
Oh, it looks like Japan's taking the lead, though, off of accuracy now, despite the miss. It was early enough that it's not going to impact their score too much overall.
Yeah. At best, it gives South Korea, like, drawing odds. They have very little accuracy, then South Korea could pull ahead, but that would be a very rare exception.
Yeah. Also, there's quite a bit of notes to this map. So the miss is going to be a little bit less impactful. And yeah, now Japan with the accuracy lead. It's very close, though. Still very competitive.
Yeah. Everybody's sitting at 99.5%, except for Apples, who's a little bit behind for the time being. He can afford it. He just has to claw it back, though.
Oh, man, these are some lengthy streams.
And a very fast speed, too. Pattern's very awkward as well, which makes it a bit difficult for the players to flow through the song.
I think the accuracy advantage from Japan grew a little during that stream. It's a bit hard to tell.
Yeah. And Japan only ahead by about 10,000 points, which is not that much. But I would say that South Korea just has to wait for a miss by Japan. But Japan's been incredibly consistent so far in the song. Both players sitting at 99.6%. It's kind of difficult to figure out where such an error would come from when they're playing this well. Although I do say that knowing full well that the Kanten section is the most dangerous sections of the song.
True.
But here we go. They're going to the last KI time here.
Yeah, nothing is really changing. Japan's still with the accuracy advantage. It's not by too much. A miss can definitely change things.
But here we go, the really fast speed. Who will make an error? At the 2,000 mark, everybody's still holding on. Apple is dropping some 100s, but he's keeping it together. Siron and Nameless looking quite solid themselves. Peaceful looking pretty good. This is not good for South Korea, though.
It might just come down to accuracy.
We'll see. And getting a little further ahead. But this is 262 beats per minute. These players are very good, but they're not inhuman. But Japan will defend their first pick, and winning by a margin of only 40,000 points.
South Korea is very competitive there for Japan's first point, for sure. It's just the accuracy difference is it's just a little bit too much there. It looks like Applers was really struggling on some of those streams to maintain accuracy. They were able to keep up their combo, though.
But still, look at these incredible performances by all four of these players. Nameless,
Nameless.
Siron, even Applers, everybody there destroying the map. I think it was nothing. And that's a 262.5. That's a very awkward BPM count. And these players still managed to follow through with it quite flawlessly.
Yeah, the BPM of the DT1 is just like basically the BPM of like a speed DT in like the lower level pools of this tournament.
Yep, you know, nothing beats a casual near 4-way FC in Grand Finals.
Yep, nothing like a casual basically 4-way FC Grand Finals. Let's go.
They eat that for breakfast.
Yup.
So after they ate a proper meal, their stomachs are melting down the scores. quite well. They'll be going on to the next pick as South Korea looks to get their first point on the board.
I'm going to predict HR2.
HR2? Okay.
Maybe a bit interesting, but it might happen.
Okay. I want to say that South Korea will still try their luck in no mod. I don't think that... Oh, they haven't. They're going for a timeout. All right.
Timeout this early. That's kind of rare, but no,
it makes
decent
sense.
idea.
It makes sense. In the early stages of a match, you have more choices to choose from. Right? So naturally, you know, sometimes it can take a little bit longer to assess the position in terms of what you got to choose. Oh, okay. Well, I guess I just picked that real quick. Okay, they're going with Alert.
For Mod 1, okay, that was one of the last maps I was expecting. Maybe not one of the last, but definitely lower on the list of maps I was thinking they would go for.
Okay, so that timeout lasted the full 9 seconds.
That was great timeout. I really hope they get to actually use their timeout. I don't know if that... Okay.
Nah. A 9-second timeout.
Just really need those 9 seconds.
Yeah. If it was 60 seconds, I'd probably try and make a joke from that movie, but unfortunately, it's only 9 seconds.
Fortunately, they trolled your attempt at the joke.
They did. They do a little bit of trolling.
Seeing a lot of player swaps this match. I love to see that. Seeing 4-4 come in and Uone. 4-4 for South Korea and Uone for Japan.
Oh, man. Alright, let's see where Bamgo, also known as 4-4, will be entering for South Korea for the first time in this matchup. Meanwhile, Japan getting a double player swap with Uone and Great T stepping up to the plate. Yeah, both teams with very versatile rosters. Swapping their players out for every single map from the looks of it. Have to be. I mean, you got to think about it. Especially at this stage of the tournament, these maps are very grueling. You know, endurance and stamina can play a role, especially if you end up playing like 6 of these maps in a row. You know, it definitely requires... Like, your team needs to be skilled enough that players can promptly rest and still maintain their level of performance.
Ooh, okay, this is kind of interesting. We're seeing a full triple mod from both teams. Oone and Peaceful on the top 2 slots with Hidden, Hard Rock, and Grape Tea, and 4-4 battling out with Hidden on the 2 bottom slots.
Client doing a little bit of trolling. I suspect nobody missed at the start there.
I think that was Client.
Yep, Client. Sync up when... It will sync up when they get the chance. There we go. Everybody all in equal territory. So much so that the score is only 2 100s in Japan's favor.
Yeah, Grape Tea holding on the only SS in the lobby still, although that might change soon.
Oh, speaking about the mods, we have a mirror match. Yona and Peaceful going with Hidden Hard Rock at the top half of the lobby. And in the bottom half, we have Grape Tea and Famgo with Hidden. So far, Yone is outperforming Peaceful, and it's allowing Japan to get ahead microscopically. Alright, but here we go. So good.
Yeah, getting into one of the more faster sections of the song. Japan still holding on to the accuracy lead. Oh, Peaceful pay the first miss of the map. That is huge for Japan.
And Yone is going to try and capitalize on that as much as they can, but keep in mind that Yone has a lot of pressure with the 2 mods. Especially with how tricky it is to play. You got OD10 with the Hard Rock.
Oh, are they missing?
There we go.
Grape Tea is still holding on SS. I just want to say this right now. Oh my god. Almost halfway through. This is Grand Finals, Grape Tea. What are you doing?
Yone did pick up that miss, although it was less impactful than Peaceful, so Japan should still stay out in front for the time being. Especially helps when Grape Tea is at a double S.
Oh my gosh, the missed trades right there.
Okay. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. I think South Korea would benefit from that since it brings Yono down a bit.
Yeah.
Oh, it's hard to tell.
It's a bit hard to tell. I think it is. I think the score's slightly going more towards the middle, but it's really hard to tell. We're just gonna have to see the second half.
Oh, man.
Things are getting really close. All these maps so far have been very close. This has been a decently competitive grand final so far.
Although, keep an eye out on the second half of the song here. You want to keep an eye out on the lower half of the lobby because the song does slow down a bit here. And here we go. This is going to be a bigger test for Grape Tea and Bemgo.
Oh, that is a huge miss though. 4-4 picking up some misses right as the SP section kicks in.
Yeah. Bemgo suffering quite a bit, and Grape Tea absolutely flawless in that section.
Oh my god.
Yono's having a big drop, and it's allowing South Korea to pull it back.
This is huge for South Korea.
They got the combo momentum now, but Grape Tea is keeping things together with a near double S run with Hidden.
They need Grape Tea to drop.
Oh, and the slow sections is still catching Bamgo off guard. Not enough for a big miss.
Oh my gosh, are Japan gonna be able to keep the lead?
There's still a few more notes left. It's still anyone's game. It's gonna get even slower now.
Oh, and
it's going to miss. What? Okay, South Korea's actually pulling ahead with the lead, but South Korea's still got to take it home. There's still a couple of very simple patterns now. Yono has choked the ending. And now South Korea just has to bring their own defense home, and they will get the first point on the board. Grape Tea doing everything he can to stop it, but he can't stop it, and they bleed. As South Korea takes the first point.
Oh my goodness, that was insane to watch. Oh, we're not seeing a full sweep, thank God. And what is that score, Grape Tea? Oh my gosh, 1-100.
Okay. All right, we got a game, ladies and gentlemen. But Grape Tea, look at that, 1-100.
Like, what? This is a grand finals pool, Grape Tea. You can't be 1-100ing with a mod on the free mod pool. What?
And keep in mind, man. Wow, I feel bad for Grape Tea, bro.
Yeah, I kind of
performance. And he did literally everything he could have done, and it was not enough because South Korea had two very competitive scores, and Yono just suffered at the very end. That one miss at the very end, though, I think separated the two apart.
I think it literally just came down to that one miss at the very end, and then that huge note lock towards the middle of the map was just absolutely huge for South Korea. It helped them out so much.
And keep in mind for a moment that miss was in the slow section. Okay, you'd be expecting more that 4-4 or Grape Tea would be missing because they got the hidden mod, and it's typically a lot more difficult to read for them. But they played that pretty well. And Yono just dropped that one note, and unfortunately for Japan, that's what costed them in the end, which is crazy.
It's crazy seeing how close all these three maps have been in grand finals. Like, all of them could have technically gone to South Korea if things just went a little bit better. It's been fairly competitive for the first three maps this year. But I guess we'll just have to see how things keep on going. We're on the fourth map now.
Alright.
By Japan.
So Japan, going ahead with, I believe, no mod 4, if my memory serves correctly.
I believe this is no mod 4.
Yeah. Look, there's a lot of no mods, okay?
Yeah.
This is a very tough map. Okay, clocking in at OD is 7.2, 2.5 minutes in length. The BPM count, doing a bit of injustice, but perfectly encapsulating the difficulty of the song.
You can already tell, like, what the song is gonna be by just looking at this. We haven't even started the map. Just how dense these patterns are.
Yeah, this is not the longest song in the world. I believe this is a bit more on the shorter side. So combos will play a slightly bigger role here.
South Korea taking a really early act lead. Oh, Peaceful, though, is going to pick up the first miss. It was very early on, though. It's a very intense burst.
Yeah, Peaceful finding an early miss, just like before. Giving Japan the early advantage. Gotta get to these beautiful finishes, which all 4 of these players will very comfortably hit.
It is a bit higher on the... This map is quite high on OD, so there's a chance at 100s on those, but everyone's gonna nail that.
Yeah. Keep in mind, Nameless is still on the double S.
Oh, yeah, I didn't even realize that.
He is
Definitely
absolutely
gonna be
on fire out the gate.
Definitely gonna be keeping an eye out for Nameless.
Styron, well supporting Nameless with a 99.8 of his own. Atlas rivaling that.
Oh, everyone nailing that. Oh my gosh.
It's DDKK repeated like 8 times. It's a very straightforward pattern, even though it visually looks challenging. But here we go. Here comes the first of many massive streams. Note blocks are very big here. If it falls behind anybody here.
Yeah, this would be a really unfortunate section to miss on. Everyone's nailing it though so far. Barely anyone hundreds. Nameless is still on that SS. Oh my god.
Yeah, no, and he's still hitting all the, like, most of those finishes. So he's still looking pretty good.
Oh,
but Styron with the miss, and that's a bigger miss too. That would be bigger than Peaceful's miss at the start. So South Korea, if they hold their consistency, can take the lead.
This could be a break point.
Oh man, it would be a big break point if that was the case. There's enough notes to do it, but Apples just needs to keep up that 100 count down, and they might be able to pull it by the skin of their teeth. And they're going down to the last 10-15 seconds of the song. Will the score flip? No, it won't.
Oh my, it's barely gonna go in Japan's favor.
Nameless saving it with the double S.
Wow. Oh, wow. That was an impressive score there from Nameless, and an incredibly close map. Under 3,000 points of a difference.
That double S probably single-handedly saved Japan of that pick.
Yeah, they basically had to have a double S on the board to win that.
Keep in mind, Nameless did miss one of those finishes, so math that we will not explain. That's why Nameless doesn't have the 1 million score, because you gotta hit both color inputs on those finishes for the full points. Nameless did miss one of them, but you know what? A very respectable decision. Giving 600 points away to make sure you keep that combo alive is probably what saved them in the end. Still a very formidable result.
Every map has been so close so far. Oh my goodness.
Hey, look, this is what we love to see, okay? We love to see these players bringing their all, bringing the best that they possibly can, and it's keeping the bout close.
Yes, it's very competitive, even though the score difference is 3-1. Every single map is very, very close. Oh, HR2.
All right.
I was actually predicting this map a bit earlier, but South Korea throws a curveball with free mod 1, and it ended up working out for them, as that's their first point on the board. Seeing a Kumiya come in for Japan.
All right. So yeah, too much lolly. A interesting map to say the least. Definitely on the faster side, because we didn't like 250 BPM, so we kind of just skipped straight to 260.
Just kind of felt like it. And yeah, 260 BPM hard rock. This is going to be very tough. Styron with some really early misses.
Oh man.
Gonna make things interesting for sure. This is South Korea's pick.
Although this was early on, though. Not as impactful.
Yeah. And actually, Japan does now have the lead because of accuracy. Is going to give South Korea a little bit of breathing room, though, with their accuracy, at the very least.
South Korea trying to keep up for the time being, but Olo with the big miss there. Going to give Japan some breathing room. And Kumi and Sairon accuracies remain incredibly high at the end of the first third here. OD well and truly at 9.1, which is very high. Regardless, Japan doing what they need to do to try and break this from South Korea. Baseball trying the best he can. Keeping up with Kumiya is actually outperforming Sairon slightly. But still, there's a big difference, a big divide that currently persists between the two sides. But still, these are some very challenging scores from both sides. And especially with how fast this note is, these massive streams can result in huge chokes.
Oh, we're seeing some misses there from Olo, unfortunately, and that's going to make the score lead even more in favor of Japan. As we're getting close to the end of the map, we're going to need to see a note lock from Japan for things to really start changing.
Yeah, and Sairon gets the early miss. The client also doing some trolling.
Oh gosh, yeah.
But not too much should change, as Akumiya is keeping Japan well and out in front.
Oh, wait a minute! Olo trades them, though, unfortunately. Oh.
I don't think it would have mattered.
I don't think it would have, but those misses were getting a bit scary. Oh my. What are these accuracies for Peaceful and Akumiya? What? Near S scores for both Akumiya and Peaceful.
Yeah. Very intense scores. Alright, let's see. What will Japan pick next?
Yeah, let's see. And yeah, it looks like the main difference was mainly off of accuracy, and Sairon with better miscount than Olo. Fortunate for South Korea. And now Japan with the next pick. That was a break point, 4-1. That was one of the better maps for Japan so far. It was a break point, so that's very unfortunate. I wonder what they're gonna go for. Maybe DT2? DT1 was fairly close, though. Although they are very different styles of maps.
Oh, man. What about free mod?
You know, honestly, yeah, I could see them going with like free mod 3 and just trying to outmod South Korea, because I don't know if South Korea can hit some of the other free mods.
Ooh, they're gonna go with no mod 2.
But I'm wrong on that. Yeah, no mod 2, the speedy no mod of the no mod pool.
Oh man.
330 BPM. Oh man, we are in for a ride.
Mariba. Only on owning difficulty. Clocking in at a star rating of 8.4. 2 minutes and 46 seconds in length. OD of 8, and yes, you did see this correctly. It is 330 beats per minute. It is the speediest map of the pool, at least in the no mods. It is up there. It's not double time was fast. It's not no mod 4 was fast. This is 50 beats per minute faster. Like, it is 25%.
Yeah, if you guys thought some of the other maps were fast BPM-wise, oh man, hold on tight, because this map, it's gonna be insane.
Oh,
also,
yeah.
really high on OD is OD8. And with this BPM, OD8 might actually help with some of the note locks a little bit.
A little bit.
Little bit, but yeah.
It also demands some very high precision, which in this sort of structured map isn't the hardest thing in the world. We've seen numerous speed maps in this tournament. Typically, they get the higher accuracies, get those bigger points. So the fact that it's OD8 shouldn't do too much. But you know what? This is Grand Finals, okay? We're trying to make every little bit count. And sometimes that extra 0.1 or 0.2 OD makes all the difference. As we can see in this beginning, where Japan is nearly at a double S.
Yeah, Japan has the accuracy lead right now. Siron's accuracy at the beginning is quite insane. Let's see if they can keep that accuracy, though. Alright, starting to get into some of the more speedy sections. Four with the first miss.
Good stop for Japan. Wow.
Oh man, 4-4 is really struggling on this. Which is very fair.
Very fair to see the struggle. I mean, 330 beats per minute, no joke. Although everybody else in the lobby is chilling, Siron still with a double S.
What? How? It's OD8, 330 BPM. You can't be doing this, Siron.
And he said, watch me do it again.
Yeah, watch me do the other half. Oh man, 4-4 is really struggling on this. This might just go to Japan without too much contest.
Yeah, it looking like it will be going to Japan. As 4-4 struggling significantly.
Oh, Siron showing that they are human and dropping the SS. Oh, Nameless with a fairly notable drop, but still 4-4 has been struggling the whole map.
Ouch. Very brutal to see. But Siron losing the double S on the first note out the break. Okay. No, he didn't lose it there. He lost it before though.
Yeah, he lost it a little bit before.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say.
Oh, the 4-4 though is missing on the Canton side. The Canton section is the most scary section of the map.
It is the most difficult section. But Siron's not going to make the same mistake. He's looking like he's going to come home with a big score regardless.
The score lead just keeps on increasing. Not much South Korea can really do other than hope for maybe some last second chokes or something, but even then that won't really do much. And yeah, that's going to be the end of the map. Japan winning the next pick. South Korea are now looking at a pretty scary score deficit.
Yeah, Apple is getting 24 100s, coming home with a very good full combo of his own, but Siron shining through with only 4 100s. And it's going to be 5-1 in Japan's favor.
Yeah, incredible score there from Siron. 4 100s on OD8, 330 BPM, just making it look like it's like OD5. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Really tough scores to compete with.
Definitely South Korea starting to drop off a little bit. But you know what? Maybe the road isn't over just yet. South Korea still has a fair amount of the pool to go to. They got no mod 1, which is a variety no mod pick. We still got free mod 2. Some people really love to see free mod 3. Oh, come on, Peaceful, do it. Give us free mod 3. Oh, wait.
Do it for the boys. Oh my god.
He's done it.
I thought Japan would be the one to pick this, but yeah, we're seeing free mod 3 from South Korea. I am really intrigued to see what mods we're gonna be playing.
Ooh, yes. Alright, Mango's happy.
Oh yeah, Mango is very clearly happy.
Alright. Now let's see if Peaceful can win this.
Yeah, let's see what kind of mods they're gonna go with.
Exactly.
Even if Mango's PFP is the background, I love it. Difficulty Mango.
Yeah, because clearly, I mean, do you not know how much of a superhero he is?
He is the Chad of the taiko community.
He's up there, yeah. The meme map. Broken Orange, 7.5 OD, 7.25 star rating, 3 minutes and 38 seconds in length. The BPM, 98, but rest assured, it does not play like one. The core of this map, definitely one that requires much finesse.
Yeah, this map, it's very, very difficult, and having to mod it is also just going to make it even more difficult. I would not be surprised if we see a no-mod player on this at all.
Oh, I think Peaceful's going with the hidden hard rock.
Oh my... Dude, Japan's even questioning them! Oh my god, the players on Japan's side are questioning them. They're like, are you sure, Peaceful?
I mean...
If anyone's going to do it from South Korea's side, it's going to be Peaceful. They are an absolute Chad with hidden hard rock.
Are they surprised? Did I not remember which World Cup was it? Was it 2020? When Peaceful played... Oh, what map was it with hidden hard rock? There was a map out there.
Oh,
yeah, he has a history of this. He has a history of this.
So, it looks like South Korea is going to have the mod advantage on this. This is a rough sight to see, Japan not playing with the mod advantage.
But
that
at
really
the same
goes to
time,
show the map's difficulty.
At the same time,
oh
you know,
yeah,
you get the extra 60,000 points if you can play it flawlessly, but the extra burden that you bring upon yourself is very significant. Gives you a bit of a buffer in terms of accuracy, but it is extremely difficult.
Yeah, and even though Japan has a mod disadvantage, they actually do have the accuracy lead right now.
Yeah, I mean, Peaceful with an OD of 10, sitting at a B rank.
Peaceful's really struggling to act this. They're holding on to their combo, but let's see how long they can, as that accuracy is very unstable.
To be fair, Akumiya is also struggling a fair bit, so it's not like Peaceful needs to be absolutely god tier with this, but he definitely does need to lift it up a little bit. Another maybe 1% or 2% would probably do it. But Apples is also struggling, and Sairon in the no-mod battle in the bottom half of the screen. No, they're just treating this as a very straightforward no-mod.
Yeah, they're
that's why they're treating it, but their accuracies are certainly not showing it. That's how you know it's a difficult map. Snapping changes continues to roll through.
Peaceful's recovered their accuracy a little bit. They're at 95% now, which is a little bit higher than before, but they still need to increase it up just a little bit higher, at least to like around 96, and then they're at least a little bit safe.
Yeah, but it's a two-way street. If Peaceful can catch up to Akumiya, then maybe. But Apples also has to lift his game against Sairon, try and give Peaceful that helping hand. And is Akumiya on a 99?
Yeah, wait, Akumiya's on 99 with HR on this map. This is OD 10. Oh my.
Okay, yeah, Akumiya's making this very hard for Peaceful.
Yeah, Akumiya is not going out without a fight. They're like, you have the mod advantage, but I have 99%. Nobody's really dropping their combo. A combo drop could definitely change a lot right now.
Yeah, but it's very scary to see, especially from the South Korean side. They're already down this much. And Japan's looking flawless in this section here.
Everyone's nailing the stream.
Akumiya's doing what he needs to do. This is a tough section.
Oh, see, oh my god, it's huge missing from Sairon on the transition.
Okay. Not enough for South Korea to pull it back here.
Yeah.
I don't really think so, no. Because Apple still hasn't caught up.
I don't know if there's any more diff spikes at the end of this.
I don't remember, to be honest. And it's going to be a very, very unfortunate ending for South Korea. Would have loved to win on this pick. Oh, there's a big diff spike here.
Kumiya, Peaceful trading some misses.
Traded.
Peaceful missing a lot more though. Oh no.
Blast there.
Peaceful just completely no-locked on that last stream, unfortunately. And yet those misses, if Peaceful could somehow have nailed that last stream, it might have been able to go over. But
yeah,
like, tough to say.
Ending. So, yeah. Looks like Peaceful, unfortunately, just did too much with the hidden hard rock, and it came back and it punished him quite severely. As he's the only player with a B rank. Everybody else, though, doing what they had to do. Kumiya with 2 miss, with a very high combo most of the song. Zyron doing alright with the no mod. Appler's actually outperforming Zyron. So Appler's actually tried to help out a bit, but was not enough.
Yeah, and now South Korea are facing match point on Japan right now.
Yeah, so we're gonna see where Japan will go to try and wrap this up early. They don't want to give South Korea any momentum at all. So Japan, probably if they want to wrap it up, maybe try Hard Rock 1.
Yeah, maybe Hidden 2. There's a decent amount of choices for Japan. There's also DT2 still on the board.
Oh yeah, of course. There's double time too. Oh, they're gonna go no mod 1.
That is a very interesting pick.
I'm actually kind of surprised a little bit they're gonna go with the no mod 1.
Yeah, I feel like they would have wanted to just deny any sort of momentum from South Korea, and I feel like no mod 1 might be one of the times where maybe South Korea could gain some momentum. But this is a interesting no mod 1.
Look, I think the idea that Japan has is, why don't we just pick the map that they'll pick anyways? Put South Korea a little bit under the pump by trying to make the more uncomfortable map choice. Because if they pick something else and Japan loses it, then South Korea may be inclined to pick no mod 1. And then, you know, Japan would be a little bit under the pump. But, yeah, maybe they just want to just beat South Korea to the pick.
Maybe.
And they can risk it because they are up a full 5 points.
Yeah, they have a lot of comfort room. They can definitely go for some more odd picks.
But yeah, you know what? The show ain't over yet, South Korea. South Korea definitely would love to get a second point. Unfortunately for them, they have no choice but to do it here. Despite how close some of their picks have been.
Yeah, even though this match is 6-1 right now, some of these maps have been very competitive. You definitely could have seen South Korea up maybe 2 to 3-ish points by now, but it looks like this is the score we're going to be seeing for now. Let's see if South Korea can gain some momentum and potentially make a small comeback.
Yeah, so let's see.
White.
Jatai. OD 7.7. Nearly 5 minutes in length, so this is a very long no mod pick.
Yeah, this is a very lengthy no mod pick. And I guess it is slightly to be expected from no mod 1, but even for no mod 1 standards, especially in this mode, nearly 5 minute no mod 1 is very, very rare.
I believe it's a custom as well. Peaceful will be picking up the early miss.
Yeah, very early miss there. Was that on the slider that just zoomed by, or was that right after? I couldn't really see.
I was too busy looking at Nameless. I didn't see. Oh, but Sairon missed right before it. Okay.
Now Peaceful has the combo momentum over Sairon. But Peaceful, the Can-Can section strikes again.
Yeah, the Can-Can section, always the most painful section in taiko mapping. Here we go.
Close. Getting into a bit of a slowdown right here. Everyone's going to be nailing it. getting ready for one of the more speedier sections of the map.
Alright, so going into this section, Nameless topping the lobby right now with only 1 or 2 100s. On the other end of the spectrum, we have Peaceful, who has picked up a miss, sitting at 98.7%. Siron
and Peaceful are kind of going back and forth with misses, but Siron's definitely winning the exchange so far.
Yeah, but it stops Japan getting any momentum off Peaceful combo breaks, which is a good thing for South Korea. It makes it more a bit of an act battle rather than a combo deficit, which keeps South Korea in the position that they could capitalize on it. But it all depends on Appler's keeping it together, because Nameless isn't looking like he's dropping anytime soon.
Yeah, Appler's
beautiful score.
Appler does the full combo, but they are struggling a little bit on accuracy compared to the other players. They're still holding 99. Oh, Siron, that's actually a huge miss right there. But Appler is going to trade it, and that's going to cause...
No change.
Actually, yeah. I think that slightly favors Japan.
No, wait, that was a client desync. Wait, what?
Oh, wait, what? Okay, that's huge for South Korea. Thank God that was a client desync.
Client doing a little bit of trolling in the grand finals of Taiko World Cup. Okay, yep. Traditions.
Client's trolling us in literally the grand finals, the most important match of the year. It's still very closely competitive, especially with that miss from Siron a bit earlier.
Client officially the most ruthless player in this game. Alright, well, 2 minutes to go. South Korea getting a bit of a second win, as Siron has picked up a strange amount of misses in this song. But he's looking real good here. Wavy SP not phasing whatsoever.
Still have quite a bit of map to go, and Japan still keeping this lead up, but it's very, very close.
It has shrunk quite a bit.
Yeah.
Nameless doing everything that he can, but it's Siron who's giving South Korea some chances. Let's see, can Siron be worn down? Can South Korea capitalize on it?
Appler's against the 100s on this section.
Alright, here we go. Going to the last major section of the song here. South Korea chasing a victory. They got a lot of work to do as they wait. That Nameless absolutely unwavering in this section as he has 2,700 notes. Siron looking pretty good himself.
Oh my, it's a huge miss from Appler, so that might be it for South Korea. South Korea needs Japan to miss this last section, but I think that was the last div spike.
I suspect it was as well. Nameless wrapping this up in stunning fashion, being the only player to cross over 3,000 combo. And there we go. Congratulations to Japan for winning a Taiko World Cup 2022 for the 9th year in a row. Winning South Korea 7-1. And ending the match in style. And a beautiful 2-100 performance from Nameless.
Yeah, an absolutely stellar performance there from Nameless on the last map. Really clutching up for Japan to make sure they can just close out the match.
Yep. Another year for Japan as they remain king on the top of the Taiko world. Proving to the world once more that they will not be stopped. Only dropping, I believe, 3 points all tournament. Or was it 2? It was a very, very small amount as Japan continues their dominance in the Taiko World Cup scene. So, Japan doing their win, doing what they needed to do, got the business done. It was a little bit shaky on some of those picks. It wasn't as clean as some of their other matches have been in the past. But Japan was on the right side of the majority of it.
Yeah, there were some very close maps in this match. It was 7-1, but it definitely could have been a little bit closer for sure. There were some maps where we definitely saw Japan bleed a good bit, but they were able to clutch it out at the very end.
Yep. South Korea will be getting second place. not a bad result for them, especially as one of the main rivals to Japan. They have definitely been doing a phenomenal job trying to catch up to Japan. Unfortunately for them, wasn't able to do it today. And they will have to go back to the drawing board for another year as they come up with a new plan on taking down Japan next year. So, yeah, that's going to wrap up the match itself.
Yeah, and that is the end of this TWC. Had a lot of exciting matches this year. Very, very competitive TWC. We saw a lot more tiebreakers this year as well, which is very fun to watch.
Yeah, absolutely crazy to see.
Yeah, and also congrats to Indonesia for getting 3rd place as well.
So, the question, are we going to be seeing the tiebreaker show match? I suspect that we're just doing some client changes in the moment. So just bear with us for a few minutes. Keep in mind that we also had a very interesting World Cup this year. I think it was a very good year for Taiko as a whole. We had a lot of closer matches, especially in the earlier half of the tournament. We switched to that, a new format. The double elimination of the qualifiers did help a fair amount. We've seen some very close and competitive matchups in the 2v2 setting all tournament long. And we've even seen a new entry into the top 3, at least Indonesia, making a grand return. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah, a lot of very close matches, and yeah, Indonesia and Germany also played a tiebreaker to play for 3rd place for this TWC, just to go to show how close a lot of these matches have been. Fortunately, we didn't see a close match for the grand finals. I would have loved to see that. But Japan definitely showed a lot more weaknesses, I feel like, in this TWC than in others.
Yep. Yeah, it's been a good year all around. I think a lot of people will come away quite happy. And let's see. As things are getting sorted in the back end. And here we go. Welcome to the Tiebreaker Showcase. Because we have yet to see a tiebreaker in the grand finals ever in a regular matchup. We get to see it here in the Tiebreaker Show match. So if you all haven't seen the tiebreaker for this song, you're going to be in for quite a treat. It's good when we switch it to the 4v4.
Yeah, it's good whenever we're switching over to 4v4. It's going to be very chaotic. And also, apparently Siron rolled a 100. So Siron is definitely SSing confirmed. Yep, accuracy prediction. Siron is SSing the tiebreaker confirmed. Heard it here first.
So yeah. So, welcome to Ethereal Cyber Angel number 15, if I remember numerals correctly. It is going to be quite a show. 7.5 minutes in length. OD of 8, 8.25 star rating, 260 beats per minute. Mapped by my miming. And it's composed by 2 featured artists, Numi, Area Complex. I believe at least one of them is in the chat as well. So they'll be watching their own song being played live, which is always a good sight to see.
Yep, very excited to see this tiebreaker in action.
Yeah, 7.5 minutes in length. It's a very hard map.
Yeah, it's also very long. Yeah, 7.5 minutes. That is a very lengthy tiebreaker.
There's gonna be no 2 mods. No way. No one's gonna 2 mod at 7.5.
Sorry, Peaceful goes hidden hard rock or something.
No, it's not gonna happen. No. Look, we might see a 1 mod play though.
I could see a 1 mod play, but 2 mod no.
Oh no, we do see 1 mod. It's easy from Akumiya.
Oh. Oh, I also see Peaceful hidden.
Okay, there we go. Peaceful hidden.
I love the easy play from Akumiya.
I saw Easy with Akumi. I was like, oh, perfect. This is gonna be the best joke ever.
Oh, this is great. Guys,
Oh,
oh my gosh. Insane
Okay.
mod choice from Japan. Very strategic.
Very strategic.
Love the Ghost Stab there from Akumi as well. It's even more risky because the OD is lower, so there's a chance of just like randomly missing because the OD is low enough.
Oh man, crazy. So yeah, here we go. Peaceful will be the only player going with a hidden mod. But yeah, this is going to be a very tough map. You're going to be seeing some of the very best players in the game tackling this difficulty of the song.
And some players are already struggling. We haven't gone into the really difficult sections of the song.
Only in the first 500 notes, we've already lost 3 players in terms of full combos. Peaceful dominating the lobby with a new flawless beginning with hidden. Sairon actually picking up a slight miss there.
Peaceful's playing really well considering they're on hidden right now.
Yep, he has the highest individual accuracy in the lobby.
Yeah, and they're playing with hidden on top of that. Absolutely insane performance there from Peaceful so far on this.
Atlas and Saren are doing very well. They're the other 2 players alongside with 4-4 who also have their full combos intact. Although I suspect this will shrink rather quickly.
Oh yeah, we're getting into some pretty brutal sections. Oh no, Peaceful! Oh, that's unfortunate.
Yeah, speed a bit too fast for Peaceful.
Understandable, these burst. If you're DDKK playing this burst, oh god.
Press F to pay respect for any DDKK players in the lobby.
Yeah, press F to pay respects to DDKK.
But yeah.
Oh my,
wow.
everyone missing on that. Oh. Like half the lobby missed on that.
But not the last 3 people still on full combos. Saren, the lone Japanese player. Sitting at 98.3, which is very challenging to keep up.
Could we be seeing a full comp from one of these players? Might be a bit early to tell.
In a 7.5-minute song.
Yeah, it's very early to tell. But they're holding on incredibly well. We're getting to a really speedy section, though, right now. Might challenge these players to keep up their full combos. They're still holding on.
Struggling a fair bit. This song.
Very understandable.
Oh, yeah. Not many people. There's probably less than 50 players in the world that could competently perform well here.
Honestly, that number might be even lower.
I'm being generous.
Yeah, this map is insanely brutal. Top 50 players are struggling with this right now. Single-digit players are struggling with this map right now, to give you perspective on how difficult this map is.
Alright. Time for the slowdown.
Oh,
you're seeing
we saw so many combo drops right there. Everyone dropping aside from Applers and I think
Applers, the last player left with a full combo. Sitting at 98%. Let's see how long he can go. Because these bursts are absolutely insane. I feel like it's 1-8. There's some ridiculously high number.
It's like maybe like 112. I don't know.
It might be 112. It's actually that, because you don't get a lot of hundreds unless it's that crazy of a snap.
Applers is going ham on this tiebreaker though right now.
But he's survived.
Yeah, we're through the first half of the tiebreaker, and they're still holding on their full combo.
Oh, by the way, there's still doubles in this section as well on the cats.
It's a little bit hard to doubles. There's some doubles right there.
This is not easy. Rest assured.
Rest assured, this is not a Kantan section.
This is not a Can-10 section. Certified not a Can-10 moment.
Certified not a Can-10. Certified Can-10 moment.
Alright. Players getting a well-deserved break in this section. Apple is... Look at him. He is running a stupidly high combo right now. Pushing to 3,000. Even if there is a miss, it is still a formidable run.
Even if they just note lock and just absolutely die on these streams, this is an absolutely insane run here from Applers.
Siron also doing a very fine job at 98.8. Oh no, 0.8. Still incredible scenes.
That finisher section looked pretty brutal.
But here we go. Build up begins to the hardest part. Yeah, you thought the earlier section was hard. No, we got harder parts coming.
Getting close to the end. Applers is still holding on full combo.
I think like another 90 seconds to go. It is going to be incredibly difficult for this.
Oh my! They might actually full combo. It's a little bit too early potentially, but
too early, man. Too early.
It's too early, but like the hype in me, I really want to see Applers full combo this.
In fact, he's actually chasing Siron in the accuracy department as well, just because he's been that consistent. Here we go. The build-up begins.
Getting into one of the final sections of the map.
Man, but I'm just worried he's getting a little bit tired.
Yeah, it's just 7 minutes long. Yeah, the stamina is definitely...
The other players are struggling quite a bit now as well.
Yeah, some players... I think the stamina issues might be getting to them on some of these patterns.
Man, he may have 1/8 of the screen, but he has the world's attention right now. Trying to go for the full combo. Crossing the 4,000 mark. He's making the push of his life.
Getting closer to the end. We might actually be seeing a full combo from Applers on
screen. He's done it!
Oh my, that's the end?
He did it!
Actually? No way!
Wow! And that's how you end a tournament. Look at that.
Japan might have won the match, but oh my gosh, Applers pulled up an impressive as heck performance there in the tiebreaker.
Oh man. I guess he was the Cyber Angel after all, because he just came from the heavens and just destroyed the map with a 98%.
What a way to end the World Cup, with just Applers going absolutely ham on that.
Pulled too easy for Applers. Oh, wow. There we go. And that is, ladies and gentlemen, how we're going to be ending Taiko World Cup. On an incredibly high note.
Yeah, ending off this incredibly exciting TWC. So many great matches. And
round of applause to everybody for all of that. Especially to our artists for making such a fantastic song. There we go. Sneak peek at the wiki picture that we will be seeing in less than a day. Our top 3 for the tournament. Japan remaining king, as they have been for a long time. South Korea getting the second, and Indonesia getting third after pulling off a very respectable run. And Germany got 4th place too.
Yeah, well, Germany, very unfortunately, they did end up losing in the tiebreaker against Indonesia for the 3rd place match. But yeah, definitely congrats to Germany for getting that far, for sure. Congrats to all the teams that got pretty far in this tournament. There were a lot of upsets and just really great matches.
All right. So, yeah, I guess that unfortunately, for the taiko scene, that is going to be it. Thanks everybody for organizing the tournament and for everybody for playing along and watching. Whether you are a viewer, a player, or both, it's been a heck of a run and we turn our attention away from Taiko for another year. I believe the next World Cup in the Oz Live scene will be Catch, if my memory serves correctly.
Yeah, and the signups for that are already open, if I recall correctly. So for all you Catch players out there, maybe look into that.
Yeah. You know, if you think what you got, what it takes to shake up the Catch world with an impressive full combo of your own in the Grand Finals tiebreaker, go ahead and sign up now if you have a rank in the top 5,000. So, yeah, definitely good times. I know a lot of work's been happening behind the scenes to make everything happen, and everything has ended peacefully.
Yep, and that will be it for this TWC. I don't know if you have any last final notes, aside from thanking everyone for watching the stream and everyone for playing and watching.
No, I think we've wrapped everything up. I do want to, of course, say one more thanks to the featured artists for making such a good song.
Yes, that was an absolute banger to listen to and watch Applers go just crazy mode on that.
Yeah, exactly. And the referees as well. Referees deserve a bit of love.
Referees and statisticians. Yep.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So, you want me to sign it off?
Yep.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you all for watching Taiko World Cup 2022, the Grand Finals weekend. I am vv1465495773, joined by Ethan, and we all would like to wish you another great year as we continue to push Taiko in a bigger and better direction everywhere that we possibly can. Until then, we're signing off.